In this video, first we'll do a quick test so that you can see if you have rounded shoulders. And then I'll guide you through 2 simple yoga poses that anyone can do to help reverse it. I'm Mikah. I'm a yoga therapist and the founder of Lifelong Yoga Online, and I'm really glad you're here. Let's get started. Rounded shoulders are so common. Everything we do in life these days pulls our body forward into that slouched, rounded position, like gardening, time on our phones with technology, working all day at a desk, the list goes on. If you're not sure if you have rounded shoulders, there's a quick and easy way to test it. So stand up with me here, and then once you're standing, just kind of shake everything out, and then stand still naturally, like you would if you were standing in line at a grocery store. Don't think too much about your posture. Look down at the position of your hands. Okay, no changing it now, no cheating. So if your thumbs are forward like mine with the palms facing in towards your body, you are most likely okay without the extreme rounded shoulders. Or even if your palms are forward a little bit and the thumbs are turned out, you're probably good. Now, however, if your thumbs are more in towards your body, even slightly, and the palms are facing back behind you like this, then you most likely have that rounded shoulder position. The good news is that you can reverse this rounded shoulder position by spending some time opening up the front of the body and stretching the tight muscles in your chest, the pecs. This way your body can get used to what it feels like to be in this open, unlocked position rather than always rounded and closed off. Okay, let's try these 2 yoga poses together. So come on down to the floor. Both of these are on the floor. Now, the second pose, if you have yoga blocks, let's use those. If you don't have yoga blocks, a folded up blanket works great, or even a small firm pillow. So anything like that. So go ahead and have that handy. We'll use that for the second pose. But for this first stretch, it's a pec stretch on the floor. So come down on your stomach. And then with one hand, let's start with our right hand. You're just going to put that palm next to your shoulder. So palm down. Okay, we're going to press into the floor in a second with that hand. And then the other arm, the left arm, is stretching out into a T. And then walk your arm up or your hand up just a couple of inches so you're in more of a diagonal than a straight T, than straight out to the side. Okay, now here's the most important thing. So we're gonna press into this right palm to turn our body over to that arm, but instead of letting the shoulder come in and press down to the floor like that, instead, we're going to open the shoulder back and feel that left shoulder blade draw into your back. That's going to make this stretch a lot less pleasant, but that's a good thing. That's what we're going for. So don't let that shoulder come into the floor like this. Okay, let's try it. Press into the right palm. You can kick up that right foot and then lift the right hip as you press towards that arm. Maybe you touch the toe on the other side of your body. And let's start by moving in and out of this, keeping that left shoulder open. You're welcome to rest your head down on the floor here as you move. Give the neck a little relief. Okay, and then let's hold one together and breathe. And then on your exhale, release, rest for a minute however you like. Maybe let your hips rock side to side if that feels good on your back and your spine. And then let's try the other side. So this time we'll bring the left palm next to us and the right arm to that slight diagonal out in front of the T, above the T. Okay, and then press into that left hand. Lift that left hip and tap the toe. And let's move in and out of it. And I can already tell this side, I am so much more open than the other side. You might notice that too. One side is usually noticeably tighter. Okay, we're keeping that right shoulder open. Remember, we're not letting it fall in towards the floor. That's where a lot of people get this movement wrong. if you have the intention of opening up the front of your body. Okay, let's hold this next one. You can rest your head if you like and breathe. You can use as much pressure as you want with this left hand. That's the beauty of this. The more you press in, the more intense the stretch will be. Can you slow your breath down as you hold and feel that sensation? And then slowly release. Bring your palms under your shoulders. Press yourself up. You can shake out your shoulders if you like. Depending on how tight you are, that can be pretty intense, pretty sensational. Okay, and let's finish with a more passive opening. So if you have a blanket or a pillow, you can just fold it up like this and put it under your shoulder blades. We're going to put a block right there. I'm going to do the block version for everybody, but I wanted to show you with the blanket first. And this is a little more gentle too. And if your head feels like it's really hanging there, then you can put extra support under your head as well, okay? So it's right under your shoulder blades, but still low enough to let your shoulders open. So let's do the block version. With the blocks, I like to do like a T shape with the blocks. So one a little higher at the top of the T, and then one on the lowest setting of the block. And then I like to put a little blanket on top of that top block for more support for my head. You're going to lie down, spine resting over the block, and the position of this block, this bottom block, is something you can play with. You don't want it too low to where it's making your low back feel uncomfortable. So play with that. Let your shoulders open and then arms stretch out by your sides. Now your lower body can be open in butterfly. That feels nice to me right now. Or maybe feet planted with knees bent, or you can just stretch out. So see what feels good. But the idea is to just let everything release and relax here so your body can get used to this feeling of expansion of the front body, this feeling of opening. I like to hold this for about 5 minutes or so. Let everything relax. And if you are really tight and really rounded forward, again, this may not necessarily feel good in your body. It again may be a little intense. For some of us, it may feel really nice though. Every time you inhale, feel your ribs expand out. And every time you exhale, just feel the softness coming through your body. Noticing if we're holding on to any tension and softening those areas if you can. We'll take 3 more deep breaths here together. You can always stay longer if you'd like, but if you're ready to move on with your day, take a slow, full inhale with me. And let it go with a sigh out of your mouth. Again, slowly breathing in, feel the space in your body. And then let it go. And one last time to breathe in. Full release. Then take your time to come up to a seat. Come out of this. Leave me a comment and let me know how that felt in your body, both of those movements, both of those poses. The key to any lasting change is consistency. So if this is something that you really want to work on, this slouched rounded shoulder position, then I do encourage you to do this daily. Just 5 minutes is all it takes. And if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments and subscribe to my channel. I release new therapeutic yoga videos every single week. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time.